welcome back to my channel. Today I have a couple of items from Mamonde to show you guys. They sent me a bunch of new makeup. This is pretty much in conjunction with their, I guess, festive season kind of makeup line. Personally, I really like this range because they take more of that natural route, which is something that's very popular these days, where a lot of makeup brands are actually coming up with cosmetics that focuses on, I guess, enhancing your natural beauty rather than full coverage kind of foundation, rather than, you know, eyeshadows that are extremely pigmented, that is like crazy in color. Not that that is bad or anything. I'm sure there's a market for that. It's just, for me, I've always been into that Korean natural beauty. So that's why this particular line really resonates heavily with me. I think it's also mainly because, you know, I'm not that great with makeup, like with eyeshadows and all. You know, I can't do that, you know, Nikki tutorial kind of fancy kind of eyes. So I can't do those things, and I don't want to do those things, and I feel like it just doesn't suit my style. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get into it. This is not so much of an unboxing because I pretty much have already unboxed everything and tried everything. Sorry, this Red Energy serum is not in the PR package, but I will tell you why it's in that, because I've actually used this with the foundation and oh my god, it makes such a difference. But yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit, okay? But yeah, I have already unboxed everything and I've already tried everything out, literally every single one of the makeup items that they provided. I mean, that's really how much I really like this line, because it's just so easy to use and it's so usable, so everyday. It's something that I can, every single shade, I can find ways to kind of use it every single day, okay? Because they're just not OTT in any way at all. And also, I've done the 2 recommended or suggested type of makeup look that they have suggested or recommended in the press release itself, which I believe it's already up on my YouTube channel. So I will link it in the description box below or at the card somewhere on top here. I tell you first, after doing YouTube videos for like 3 years, I still don't know where the card is. So I'll link it there and you guys can go and take a look. It's so easy, so simple. Oh my god, my preferred kind of way of doing makeup. Basically, you just use the blusher for your eyes, your cheeks, use the foundation for your face, the lipstick just for your lips, basically. Pretty much how the makeup that I always do anyway. No mascara, no liners, you know, no highlighters. Okay, yes. This range actually comes with 1 foundation, 3 blushers, and 4 lipstick or lip balm glide kind of thing. And let's start with the foundation first. The packaging is very nice. It's very Mamonde, very florally, very feminine, very pretty, I would have to say. And this is the Mamonde All Stay Foundation Glow. The good part about this is that it has SPF 50+, PA+++++. It is in 30 ml. It doesn't smell too much of a sunscreen scent also, but the foundation doesn't, I wouldn't say it's like super pleasantly scented, but it's not unpleasant as well, the scent. I think it's also because it's Mamonde. That's why I always have this, you know, mentality where whatever the Mamonde comes out with, you know, they all will smell incredibly amazing of like floral scent. But this doesn't, for some reason, this doesn't have any sort of like floral scent in it, but it's not like unpleasant scent as well. I am in Ivory 21N. I feel that when I use this foundation on its own, it is a little bit drying for me. I don't know. It's definitely very lightweight. It's very liquidy actually. Doesn't give you that super full coverage. Probably around like light to medium kind of coverage. But for me, I feel like this kind of catches on to my dry patches a little bit. It's not the most moisturizing foundation on earth, which is surprisingly weird because I thought, you know, glow, I thought it would be like super moisturizing and stuff like that. I think it's because of how liquidy the foundation is. Maybe that's why it's hard to get it to be more moisturizing than some other glowing foundations out there. It's only 2 particular days that I use it for my entire face. One is with just this foundation alone. Secondly, I actually use it with the serum itself. Personally, I love it so much more. This is actually one of the tips, okay, that the press release actually gave me, stating that, you know, you can actually add the Red Energy Recovery Serum. You kind of mix them up a little bit and use it on your face. Oh my god, it makes so much of difference. It makes my skin so much more like hydrated, so much more moisturizing. It makes my skin so much more glowy as well. It really gives you that glass skin look. I feel it just looks so much better on my skin when I mix this both up. Previously, when you sent this to me, I don't really particularly feel like this serum does too much for my skin on its own, because this serum is supposed to be a revitalizing serum that harnesses flower energy to refresh skin and brighten up complexion. It's a nice consistency, nice texture, nice smelling serum. It is lightweight. It doesn't feel too heavy on the skin. It's definitely one of those serums that kind of absorb mostly into the skin, but leaving just a very thin moisture layer on the surface layer of the skin itself. But for me, that's just not good enough. But I believe that serum should be this way also, so that when you add on moisturizer on top of your face, it doesn't feel like you have too much moisture on your face. But now that I've found out this combination, I am definitely going to keep this serum and use it whenever I need to, when I'm actually applying it all over my face. For me, right now, even foundation, because my skin doesn't really need it, I just need to cover up certain areas of my face, like the under eyes, some spots here and there once in a while. So I use this to kind of use it like a concealer to kind of only dab on the necessary areas. But highly recommend, if you have this serum and you want to try out this foundation, try out this combination. If you are a dry skin type, try out this combination. It makes so much of difference. Really, you can see the glow is just, ugh. I think overall this foundation, it's all right. It doesn't oxidize. It doesn't change color after applying on my skin. This foundation doesn't really transfer too easily unless you kind of swipe it with a tissue or something like that. I don't particularly think that it's super extremely long lasting. I think by the end of the day, some of it might have already rubbed off, depending on how much I don't touch my face. Whenever that I have mask on, this is quite okay. Like, it kind of rubs up a little bit just around this area, but other than that, around this cheek area of the face, it doesn't rub off onto the mask. So I would say that this is actually a pretty good foundation to have if you are looking for one that doesn't transfer too easily onto the mask itself. Next up, let's move on to the blushers. They are gorgeous. The packaging is very consistent, very pretty. This is the Mamonde Flower Pop Blusher. They have 3 colors. The 3 shades are 01 Pinky Promise, 02 100 Rosebud, and 04 Delicious Love. Pinky Promise, which is what I'm wearing right now, is super light. It's definitely the lightest among all these 3 shades. Practically for me, there's still color coming out, so it's fine for me. But I feel like if you have darker skin tone, this might not show up on your skin at all. You might want to use this as like maybe a little bit of a highlighter, because I feel like all these shades are not fully 100% matte. They do have a little bit of that shimmer in here. It's not like glitter or anything, not like thick chunks of glitter. Very light hint of shimmer. I think that's what's the property that helps to make your cheeks glow even more without needing to use extra highlighter. The second shade itself, which is I think my favorite, is the Rosebud. Muted, orangey, pinkish kind of shade. Very into this kind of like more of the burnt orange, slightly pink but with an orange undertone kind of shade in general. Lips, blushers, whatever it is, this kind of works very well for my skin. The final one is number 4, Delicious Love. It's more towards pink but not too baby pink sort of shade itself, and it's also slightly more pigmented than the first Pinky Promise. So the packaging is very nice. I love the packaging itself. I love the design of the blushes itself. Make me feel like when I first open it up, I don't want to touch it. But in my line of work, after doing this for a while, I just realized that screw this. No matter how pretty it is, just use it. There's no point keeping it because they all have an expiry date. Okay, the other thing that I really love about these blushes are that they are extremely amazing in scent. Okay, they smell so good. You can really smell the rose, like really nice natural kind of scent, not that artificial kind of like rose scent, and it blends so well. It's lightweight on the skin. It's not too powdery at all. Doesn't have too much of a kickback. It doesn't drop or anything. It's just an overall one of the most amazing blushes that I've tried so far. Finally, we have 4 of this creamy tint color Balm Glide. There are 4 shades for this. The first one is number 1, So Hip Pink, number 4, Mellow Red, number 8, Blooming Pop, and number 9, Fresh Pop. They are quite nice, like they glide on really easily on the lips. Not the first round though, like after you penetrate through the first layer, they are generally really easy to glide on the lips, and definitely they are very much like balm. Although it says tint, I don't particularly think that this kind of tints your lip too much in any way like other tints. So these are not the most long-lasting lip product. I particularly think that this balm is not the most moisturizing balm that I've tried on earth. I feel like there are other balms, color balm out out there that are more moisturizing, but this is not. I feel like this is more for the color. The shades are popping, they are very, very pigmented, gorgeous shades as well. But I think it's just because the way I apply these balms that it makes me feel like it's not the most moisturizing lip product in the world. I personally really do enjoy number 1, So Hip Pink, and also number 8, Blooming Pop, because I feel like those are the most like muted shades. They are not too bright, while the other 2 shades, which is the Fresh Pop and also the Mellow Red, they are very, 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 very like bright kind of shade. Even after like fading these 2 shades out, it kind of still look like it's very red on my lips, okay? It's nothing wrong with that. It's just that my preference is just something more muted. I mean, these days, not that important anyway. If you go out, you're gonna wear a mask. Nobody's gonna see your lips anyway. So lip products are not like super important anymore, other than lip balm, personally for me. Other than that, if you want to treat yourself a little bit this holiday, then yeah, go and get these lip products. And weirdly enough, they don't have too much of a scent. When it comes to Mamonde, I always feel like every product of theirs will have a very, very nice floral scent, but not this balm though. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my thoughts on these new products from Mamonde. As I mentioned, I really do love these sort of like my skin but better sort of makeup range. You should go and check it out if you're looking for something like that, okay? So that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. I will see you guys in my next video. Merry Christmas, guys. Bye!
Don't forget to like and subscribe!